I've been bringing that violent flow. Rocking the spot to get dominoes, do what you want, get what you got. Jump off the rock, yeah, but Geronimo. Don't come to me for the line of notes. Not an OG, but a dynamo. Move when I talk, move when I walk. Hop out and drive, come on, we gotta go. Dominoes.
Welcome to another episode of the Completely Useless Podcast. As always, I'm your co-host, Frank Martinez, and I'm also here with...
And I'm the king host.
Fuck you! Sanchez. You're a dumb bitch.
Okay, yeah, am I? Because you tried to trick me.
How did I trick you?
So you started it. You said you were going to play the music.
Oh, it's because they're playing in my headphones now, because I had to change the setup so I can hear how our voices sound live.
Okay. Well, I still think you're a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, I'm the king host, Pablo Sanchez.
No, you're not. What do you mean?
I'm here in my house. Frank's in his house. We're still in lockdown.
I'm not done with this king host bullshit.
We're here to have a good time.
Are we? Because you're not starting it like we're having a good time.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I'm sure
How you doing,
are.
Frank?
I'm not good anymore. I was about to tell you about my amazing buffalo chicken sandwich I just had.
Oh, you made a good buffalo chicken sandwich?
I did. It was really good. Yeah, I fucking...
Did you bread it, or did you
No, I
just fry the chicken?
I grounded the chicken up, like ground meat, and then I threw it...
like when you ground stuff? You gave it a good grounding?
Yeah, I gave it a good grounding. And I put on some seasonings, and then threw it in a pan, fried it up real quick, like a burger kind of, and then... I tossed it in some Frank's Red Hot, and then instead of putting it on a bun, I used like a lettuce wrap with tomato and some pepper jack cheese. It was pretty bomb.
Oh, that sounds really good. Yeah. You don't do anything else to the... Well, I guess you're watching what you eat, so... but sometimes when I make wings, I get the big bottle of Frank's Red Hot sauce. Yeah. And you put it in a pan, and you put more butter in it.
Oh, yeah. If I was, like, breading it and making it crunchy like a wing.
Yeah.
Adding, like, what is that, cornstarch to it to make it crunchy or even breading?
Yeah, maybe cornstarch, too. I don't really care for it. You can still make it crunchy just by breading it,
No, you can, but I think cornstarch adds, like, a special... Like, it really makes it, like, a nice crunch.
I'll use cornstarch if I don't want to bread it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the same way, yeah.
Yeah, because then I'll get the crunchiness without the breading. You know?
Exactly. Because I don't necessarily like my wings breaded. I want them like just the wing.
Yeah, wings I don't like them breaded.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll have it like that. Like if I go to Vaughn's and then they have like the wings that they already make right there. Sometimes I'll get those and they're okay. But if I really want like a good wing, I don't want that shit breaded. I want that shit like.
Yeah, I don't like it breaded. Last time I went to Hooters though, their breaded wings were really good.
You know what? Hooters does a good job of putting a lot of shitty-ass things in your food to make the flavor good. Because I've eaten a lot of bullshit there that probably... Like, I think I had, like, this grilled cheese sandwich with chicken, and it had, like, a bunch of sauce on it. I don't know. It tasted delicious, but I'm pretty sure I almost died.
I've only had the wings at Hooters.
Oh, their other food's good, too.
It doesn't look good to me.
That's how I feel about Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, all their other food fucking sucks. Like, their burgers suck.
I had a burger once, and it was just trash.
Yeah. It does not taste good.
I guess you need something, a little variety,
for sure. Like, I definitely, I like the idea of going to Buffalo Wild Wings, and they should have other stuff available.
Yeah.
But it just shouldn't suck. Like, it sucks really bad.
That's true.
It's not that hard to make a simple burger. It just, everything tastes like it's fried in the same shit.
Everything tastes like they just microwaved it.
That too.
And like they just have the patties and they just heat them real quick.
Yeah, I remember one time
the frozen patties and they heat them right quick and something, and then they just throw it in your burger. Like they don't make it like that.
Yeah. I remember one time I went with a bunch of friends and we instead of getting we got wings, but we got like a bunch of stuff. Like I think we ordered like almost the whole menu for and we were just like sharing it like family style. And I remember like everybody complained about how the food wasn't good. Like just the wings were good.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like if you're gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings, go for the wings.
Yeah, but it's
sometimes
if you go to
you're in a group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't necessarily wanted to go there, right? But people kind of made you go there. Just have the wings, Don't try to be a dick and order something else because you didn't want to be there.
Yeah, but I guess like it's like you go to places like Yard House or even like Applebee's, and they have a ton of different shit, and a lot of it doesn't suck.
Dude, I have not been to Yard House in forever, but I love it.
Yard House is good. I think they have stuff that isn't like, again, they have like their French. I like their sandwiches. Their appetizers are all pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, I've heard their hamburgers though aren't great. I've heard their hamburgers tend to fall apart.
They're okay, but also it honestly depends on which one you go to. Because I went to the Chino one.
Yeah.
Did not like it.
No, it didn't
but
taste
every
good?
time I've been to the Long Beach one.
Yeah.
Great, so good, just so good. Everything I've had there.
Yeah.
So good. But this Chino one, trash.
Yeah, the one here in Temecula
I
is
ordered
pretty
the same
good.
thing that I get on the other one.
Yeah.
You know, and it was trash. It was like even the presentation was just horrible.
Oh wow.
So you gotta know which one you're going to.
Yeah, I guess that's a lot of chains though. A lot of chains have some that aren't as good, which sucks because they're all supposed to kind of be the same, you know. But
yeah, you're supposed to get. But also, like Yard House is it's a smaller chain. You know, it's no Applebee's. I expect them to be more consistent.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
If anything, Applebee's is more consistent, but maybe just because it sucks.
I guess. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not like Applebee's isn't my gold star, but
no, I'll just go there when they have those dollar drinks.
Yeah, the drinks are cheap, and then you can get like, dude, I go to Applebee's and the whole bill's like $40. You know?
Oh yeah, if you go happy hour for this, like they have appetizers for cheap too, right?
Yeah, they usually have like
totally
deals like on the appetizers and some other shit and.
Like half off appetizers and happy hour.
Yeah, their wonton tacos
I'll go there for that.
Are not bad.
But if I want to go sit down and have a good meal, I'm not gonna go to Applebee's.
Oh no,
I'm never gonna be like, oh, let's go to Applebee's.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be ever like anything you want it to be.
I'd rather go to the Backyard House than go to any Applebee's to eat.
You know, I thought I would be. You know how much I love Chinese food. I fucking love that shit with a passion.
It's weird because you hate Asian people, though.
I do not hate Asian people. What the fuck do you mean? Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
I love the
Asian
people.
I thought you were out with it already. Okay.
What does that mean?
We're still gonna pretend like you don't hate the Asian world?
Okay, I dated somebody that hated the Asian world, and I didn't know she hated them.
Oh, that's true. Maybe that's why I get confused. Yeah, you told me that.
I was like, I love the Asian people. Are you kidding me? They make some really hot women.
And Chinese food, huh?
No, well that too. Chinese food is awesome, but also I think Asian women are very beautiful.
You know what? I wasn't into Asian women when I was younger, but now I really
that for me too. Honestly, I when I was younger, not for me, and now totally for me. So I'm like,
it's like I feel like it's like
your sex
like
palate has been opened.
Yeah, when you're younger, you drink Four Locos and juice and shit like that. And now I like a good bourbon.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I guess it's similar. I don't know.
Do you actually like bourbon?
Yeah, I like bourbon.
Oh, I've only had it like once. I did not like it.
My friends and I used to do a thing. We only did it like 4 times.
Yeah.
But back in
a
few years ago, we used to do a thing. We will get together once a month. Well, we get together more than that, but once a month, each one of us would get a bottle of whiskey or bourbon. You know, and we'd try it, and then somebody would get like cigars or something too.
That's pretty cool. Me and my friends did something similar, where instead of like once a month, we would all get together more than once a month, but about once a month.
We get together once a month too, but more than once a month too. But yeah.
Yeah, my friend Isaiah would be like, I need to master this kind of liquor, and so he'd buy like a different liquor and try to see how much of it he can drink before he passed out. And we would all try to like help him with the bottle and do like the same thing. And there was a lot of different liquors we tried. It was pretty cool.
We were just chilling and drinking. We weren't trying to, die.
Oh, yeah. When we used to drink, it used to be like crazy, dude. We used to like buy like 2 or 3 30 blocks, and then around like 1:30 in the morning, we're like, okay, let's figure out how we can get my friend's dad to go to the store, take one of us to the store to go get another 30 block before we can't buy beer in the same day anymore.
We would just drive over there like thugs.
Oh no, we didn't.
I drove drunk a lot.
I did not. I stopped doing that before I turned 21. I actually I know. I had a run in that scared me so much after I was 21 that made me stop drinking. Like, if I'm going out drinking, I have to Uber now because I got pulled over and did one of those sobriety tests.
Yeah.
And that shit, I thought for sure I was going to jail. And then I didn't.
Similar thing happened to me, but I went to jail.
Oh, I didn't go to jail, but I was I was like, oh my god, I don't get it. Like, and then we did a test and I passed, and I was like, okay, I'm never doing this again.
I don't think I could pass that test sober.
Dude, I was shocked because like I was super fucking nervous. Like, it was crazy, and then like all he did was shine a light into my eyes. And then he's just like, follow my finger. And I was like,
without moving your head, right?
Yeah. And I was able to do it without moving my head. But I told him, like, dude, I got astigmatism. Like, once you get, like, my eye goes one way, it's going to split the other way because I can't see. And so I don't know if that helped, but it's true. Like, when you have astigmatism, you can't focus on one point, like, when it goes too far over.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, we'll see how... I'm like, oh, I'm going to jail. So,
maybe that's why he was like, whatever, nerd, just go.
No, he was, like, pretty, like, hard on it, dude. Like, he was really, like, asking me, like, what I had to drink and in what order and how long ago I had it, like, over and over again. And I was just like, oh, thank God I memorized speeches for for a good portion of my life.
Yeah. I have this... this cartridge for the Steezy, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's an old one that nothing comes out anymore, right?
Uh-huh.
But I saw that I think it has a little bit, and I opened it.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm debating on, like, scooping it out and just having it like that.
What do you mean, scooping
think
it
I
out?
get super high?
Scooping it out and then doing what with it?
Just eating it. Just putting it in my mouth.
Oh, yeah, of course you will.
How much do you think it would take to get me, like, real... Like, I know it's concentrated.
Oh, you've never, like, eaten wax before?
No, I don't think I've ever eaten it.
I did one time. I took, like, a good, like a fingerful. Like, I dipped my finger in it.
It's just a stissy pot, but it's just whatever was left in there that got stuck to the side.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get it out, if it's a little bit, I think you'll get high, but I don't know if you'll, like, be, like the amount I took, took it, put it in my mouth, ate it, and then I also smoked, like, 2 bowls on top. And then I was high for 2 days straight.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely not what I want right now.
But I don't think you would get that high from that amount. Like, I did like a lot at like one time.
You know what? This is really hard to take out.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be easy by any means.
It's like stuck pretty good in there.
Yeah, you got to warm it up a little bit to get it like loose.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw this away. I don't care. I don't care that much. It's not like, well, I might save it for in case the shit goes down and I can't get weed anymore.
Dude, that's going to be crazy. I still think it's, like, don't get me wrong, awesome that the dispensaries are open or whatever, but that's so crazy to me that they're still allowed to be open and everything that's happening.
Because it's essential. People actually use it for medicinal purposes, and they need it.
Yeah.
You know? So it's not everyone just smokes like we do.
Like casually or whatever?
Just to party.
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah. All right, everyone. So I forgot we were recording a podcast.
This fucking guy.
All right, guys. It's just hard not being in the studio.
I don't know. I like it, but then again, I have like a microphone in front of me and like the whole thing, so I think I'm a little more.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just talking on the phone with you.
Yeah.
That's literally it. But yeah. So okay, let's call our guest already.
Yeah.
Like we've been saying, like we said the last episode. Hopefully you guys heard it. If not, go back and listen to it, please. It was really fun. But yeah, we're in quarantine like the rest of the world, so we're just calling our friends and checking up on them, and that's what the podcast is now. For now. Let me see if I can merge the call this time. It's not like last time. Hold on.
You're doing a great job, Pablo. Okay, he disappeared now. So
wait,
No, I can't talk mad shit on you now? Damn it.
Hold on. I'm trying to see if I could get it to... Oh, okay, he's calling me back.
Okay.
Okay, we're...
Hello? Pablo, are you there? Pablo? Hello?
What?
Hey,
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Andrew, you're on already. We're already recording.
You're already recording?
Don't say anything racist.
Jeez.
We're already recording. I'm still.
We just think I'm racist off.
No,
No.
I just said that people hate. Frank hates Asian people.
It's not true.
I'm kidding, so
it's not true.
Asian people?
I love Asian people. I love them.
He likes Asian food.
No.
Are you saying Haitian or Asian?
Asian.
Or Asian?
Asian.
What do you think about Haitian people?
Haitians are great.
I don't know what that
Haitians
is. I think you just made up a race. What just happened?
I'm from Haiti. Oh my god.
Oh, is that people from Haiti?
Oh my god.
That's like non-racist though. That I didn't know that was a thing.
Isn't Rihanna Haitian?
Have you?
No.
Wait, someone's grandma is Haitian.
What?
Wait, whose grandma is Haitian?
No, I said it's Rihanna. Rihanna Haitian? Where's she from?
Rihanna. I think she's a little bit Haitian. I think so.
She's a little
I heard
bit.
something like that before. Are you saying Asian or Haitian?
No, I'm saying Haitian from Haiti.
Okay, you're saying Haitian this time. What if this is the whole podcast? Like, this is the whole episode. I was just trying to figure out if we're saying Haitian or Asian.
Figure out Rihanna's background.
I don't know. Whatever she is, she ruined like 2 or 3 movies for me. So I really don't care where she's from.
Shut up. Those movies were gonna be bad anyway.
No, they weren't. Okay.
Yeah, they were. You know why? Because they felt the need to get someone really famous like Rihanna, so they could get people in there.
They did that. The guy did that for the. It's the same dude that made Fifth Element. He did that for Fifth Element too. What do you mean?
What are you talking about? Who did you put in there?
Bruce Willis?
Yeah, Bruce Willis.
Wait, Rihanna was in Fifth Element?
No, there's another movie that he made like a couple years ago that wasn't didn't do very well.
Yeah, Frank, but Bruce Willis is an actor.
Yeah.
So Rihanna is not.
I just found that out like yesterday.
Rihanna has been in several fucking movies, and she's bad in all of them.
You found out that Bruce Willis is an actor yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought he was a musician the entire time.
Well, he is a musician. He has an album.
Yeah, he does.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah. He's a recording musician.
You're fucking lying.
That fool plays the harmonica.
I will bet you anything.
This is true.
Yeah. That fool gets down the harmonica like a motherfucker.
Oh my god. This is amazing. I have to look this up.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, no,
can you play it right now? Can you play it on the phone?
No, we can't because he'll sue us. But either way.
That's true.
By the way, I don't think we said. By the way, I don't think we said who's in it. Andrew Mercado's our guest this today.
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
That's me. That's what's up? Hey.
Yeah, it's Andrew Mercado. He's a very funny guy. I've done him for, I don't know, like 2 years.
Probably.
Super funny.
I think so.
I've never met him.
Yeah. You met him. He was in our show, Frank.
When?
It was like the first. It was the writers' room. Remember how I did a show called the Writers' Room before we turned it into Completely Useless Live?
I never went to any of those. I don't think.
Yeah, you did. You were there. I interviewed you.
We didn't do the interview until it was already Completely Useless, though.
Okay, whatever, Frank. Whatever.
Okay. All right.
You were in the lineup too. I don't know why you're saying this.
I'm sorry, Andrew. Did I hurt your feelings in any way, Andrew? Am I being disrespectful? Am I being disrespectful to you?
It's when you took off your shirt, Frank. It's when you took off your shirt.
Am I hurting your feelings, Andrew, in any way, shape, or form? Have I done anything to you?
I understand. Honestly, I don't remember you either.
See? Exactly, Paulo. Exactly.
He's the guy that took off his shirt.
I actually do remember that.
Okay.
Frank took off his shirt on stage while I was interviewing him.
Yeah, everyone hated you, and we all wanted you to leave.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's Frank.
I thought I did really well. Now I feel like an asshole.
Shit up. Like, honestly.
I thought it was good.
Oh, you know
now
what?
I know it was bad.
I do remember the shirtless thing. Huh?
Oh, you remember that? Oh, okay,
yeah,
I was gonna say
everything else that I said.
I thought you'd remember that. I was gonna say, well, if you don't remember that, then it was probably a different show because you would remember that.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Yeah,
Bert Kreischer retweeted a picture of me with my shirt off from that show. So
yeah, but you weren't even tagged on it, so
hey, I know.
Whatever. How you doing, Andrew? Sorry, we're just not letting them talk.
Oh, it's totally cool. I don't know, man. I'm just like trying to adjust and acclimate to this new comedic environment, whatever it is. I don't know. I tried to do some mics Have you done the Zoom mics yet, or
I refuse to
like
do them. I have been asked to do them several times, and I 100% think they're dumb.
They are dumb. I don't like them at all. It's just like there's no audience interaction. You're staring at one person's face. You know what I mean? Like the host's face or whatever. And it's like they're kind of the audience, but then everyone else is like commenting. It's weird because it's like it's so easy to heckle when you're on like a Zoom mic, you know, like because it's like anyone could just type a comment in, and then it's like for some reason as a performer you feel like you have to respond to it. I don't know why I have this inclination to be like, oh really? Is that what you think? Like in the middle of my joke, you know, like I
think if I were to do something like that, it wouldn't even be my regular. It wouldn't even be like jokes. I would do something weird.
Yeah, it's a couple years ago, before this madness was going on, I was a guest on a web show, and they asked me to do some time, and I was just too young of a comic to like give up any opportunity, and I did it, and it was like the worst thing I had ever done. Like I was like, it's so hard to like interact with not an audience, or even like I had like 3 people there, but still, it's so weird to like have them like kind of fake laugh at you. I don't know. It was all bad. So after that, I refused.
No, exactly. It doesn't make like you don't, and honestly, like you don't know if they're laughing. You have no fucking clue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, like when you're doing it virtually.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
You know? It's the internet. People are just judging. That's it.
That's all. Yeah, exactly. Like you're in a forum where someone just feels like they can do whatever the fuck they want because they're not in front of you. You know, like. And they just say whatever. And like, even if they're, like, supportive and they're, like, typing, like, laughing faces, who fucking knows if they actually like the joke? They could just be, like, typing in emojis.
Yeah, exactly. I am very rarely laughing out loud when I type LOL. You know?
That's funny.
Exactly.
I'm never actually laughing.
Yeah, I'm not actually laughing. Whenever I text you guys... It's just because I put LOL just so the response doesn't seem so serious. You know,
that makes sense. You're trying to lighten the response.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm like, I hate my life.
I'm gonna be real sad when we're texting and you're typing back LOL now.
Oh yeah. Are you trying to tell us that you're going to commit suicide soon? Every time you
exactly.
That's not what you're saying, but like you're trying to make it sound like it's not a big deal.
That's why you need the LOL. So they know you're kidding.
That makes sense. Yeah. It's like you're trying to call for help, but at the same time you don't want anyone to worry about you. I understand.
I mean, I don't know if I'm really calling for help. I don't know. Andrew, are you okay?
I was talking about you.
Oh no, because I feel like you saying that was you calling for help.
Oh, projection? Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's exactly what you were doing.
I'm fine. LOL.
I am also fine,
okay?
even though nobody asked. No?
Yeah, Frank's not sad like that.
No. Well, sometimes...
How is Frank sad then? Let's talk about how Frank is sad. But there's no way that he's sad.
Not... Like, you know how everyone's depressed nowadays?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love this. Are you kidding me? I get up at noon. I started intermittent fasting. I started doing all the good shit I was supposed to be doing years ago, now that this whole thing has started. Like,
he's like Russell Brand right now. He started doing a lot of yoga and shit.
Yeah, dude, I do yoga in the mornings and at night now.
So he's so fat.
I fucking... I started, like, again, intermittent fasting. I'm counting my calories. Like, I fucking fixed my car today. Good, like, this quarantine has been nothing but, like, amazing for me. I love it. I hope we never go back to regular life.
Yeah, I mean, you know people are dying, right?
Oh, whatever,
right.
A few to die for the, better to live, right? No?
You know,
like so many people. Bill Burr's population control jokes. That's what it's like. No.
Oh, that's another thing. That's my biggest thing that's gonna suck is once this is over. It's like how many times are we gonna find someone's take on oh, it's so weird that we have regular life again. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I was thinking about it today too. I'm probably not gonna go. Like after this is over, I'm probably not gonna go to a mic or a show for like still another 2 weeks because I want everyone to get their stupid Corona jokes.
How many new comics do you think we're gonna get from this?
System,
How many?
Like just so.
How many?
It's gonna be so bad.
How many new comedians?
So many people making the same.
You're gonna be quarantined. What? Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, how many new comedians that are trapped in quarantine that always wanted to do it do you think we're gonna get out of this?
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Like,
so
there's
many.
gonna be an influx of comedians or newer people trying comedy, and it's gonna be annoying for a while, probably.
Yeah.
We're sounding so negative. We're gonna continue to quarantine after the quarantine in order to quarantine ourselves away from bad comedy. That's what we're gonna do.
That's what I'm saying.
I've seen
an extra 2 weeks.
I've seen a few jokes like that online, like on TikTok and stuff, where people are like, "Oh, quarantine's over," and then they just don't change their life. It's the same shit. And I'm like, that's probably what's gonna happen. Like, I don't think it's gonna be like this huge change. Things.
I am gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings though as soon as I can.
We were talking about that. Yeah, that would be fucking awesome.
Buffalo Wild Wings. I miss chicken wings so much.
I miss Korean barbecue.
Really? Is that your number one thing? What's the number one thing in chicken wings?
Yeah, that's probably the first thing I'm gonna get, because like I can order wings, but like by the time they get here, they're like soggy and shit. It's just not the same, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't even know what I miss. All I know is that I've been reconnecting with my PS4 lately because I haven't played it. I don't know. When I used to do comedy, I would just get home from work and then I would leave to do comedy usually, and I wouldn't really even live in my apartment, you know. Like now I am, and now I'm playing video games, and I'm like. I played through God of War, which was a lot of fun. It was fucking great. And, but now, like, I just noticed, like, how long it takes to download shit. Like, I've been downloading Red Dead Revolver 2? No, Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's literally what I've been playing all day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I fucking love this game. Because I got it when it first came out, and then they have the online version, which is pretty cool. And so I've been playing online all day, and then before we started... I restarted the story mode because it's so interesting.
How long did it take you to download it? Did you buy it or did you download it online?
No, I bought it. I had bought the physical copy and I had it.
You bought it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I bought it too, but I mean, like, you had a physical copy then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I had a physical copy, but it still takes a long time to download into the system. I think it took me like a whole day.
Like, I swear to God, like, okay, so I'm downloading it without having a physical copy. It has taken like 5 days.
Yeah, because I think the basic game is like 100 gigs. So if you got like the more like the legendary edition or whatever, then it's like a lot more.
Yeah, no, that's the one that I got. It's 106 gigs. That's what it is.
That's still fucking insane.
And it's like, it's bananas. And right now it's at 100, so I have 6 gigs left, but it says it's going to take 12 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, it takes forever. Have you, considering that you played video games, are you interested in Google Stadia at all?
Say it again?
I said, considering that you're into video games, have you heard of Google Stadia or tried using it yet?
Google Stadium?
Yeah, do you know what that is?
Stadia.
I don't, man.
Stadia.
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah,
Stadia.
Google launched a gaming platform where you can use your computer and just like a Google Chrome web browser and any controller from any console, and you can have yourself a system. And they have like
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Everything is streamed to your computer. And it plays in 4K, but right now, because of the virus and the amount of people they have on there, it's only going to 1080p. But you can have a full game system pretty much for just already having your computer and having a console controller. And
can you play cross-platform with that? Can you?
So cross-platform really right now, from what I've seen, depends on the game that you have. So it's kind of newer. Only a few games have cross-platform right now. I know the newer Call of Duty games, the last 2 that just came out, are both cross-platform. So that's kind of cool. So I would assume that they would be, as long as they have the same features in the game that would allow you to do that.
Right.
But I know I was playing a racing game earlier today. I was playing, I think it's Grid 2 or whatever. But, I mean, for being streamed to your computer, it was pretty fucking sweet. The
last racing game I ever played was Need for Speed Underground 2.
Dude, that game is fucking sick. That's one of my favorite racing games of all time.
It was the shit.
The soundtrack, honestly, really got me.
The what?
The soundtrack, the music soundtrack.
What was on that?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like it had like Static X and a bunch of other really cool fucking artists. Like, They had like a Doors Snoop Dogg crossover on one of the songs.
Oh yeah, I like that song.
Wait,
I used to bump that song.
Snoop Dogg crossover?
Yeah, they had a Doors Snoop Dogg. It was fucking sick.
That's interesting.
Like
yeah, it was. I used to bump that.
Yeah, dude, they had a bunch of really cool stuff. Which because the only other game for me that really had a music influence was Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Like those games were fucking huge. What?
I just remember the big upgrade for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was when you could get off your board.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could do that, like, the first 2 games or something like that.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you could get off your board, it, like, changed the entire landscape of the game. Like, you could just, like, free roam and, like, explore the entire place. And I don't know, it was cool.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
what's it called?
You start running. You get tired of skating in a skateboarding game.
No, you can.
You start running everywhere.
I know it sounds like boring, but I swear to God, it is actually like it's. You could walk around, like talk to people, and then like they'd have like quests for you and shit. I don't know. I just remember it being like more.
So it was like there
were more layers.
Yeah, you could like climb to like certain areas.
Like, merge with like a Grand Theft Auto thing.
They actually eventually did.
Yeah.
They eventually did in Tony Hawk Underground. You could drive a car. Right. You had a bunch of dude. Underground really changed that whole game for me. Underground 1, Underground 2 was only okay, and then American Wasteland was my last like favorite one, and then after that I stopped playing them really.
American Wasteland, what the fuck? Was it like a post-apocalyptic Tony Hawk?
No, they just call. I know that would have been cool. No, the story on
like
that one.
Tony Hawk?
They're wearing football helmets with spikes on them.
Dude, I would have been into that. No, they did like a Hollywood story, and like the whole thing was like you had to like find like secret places to skate in like LA, and then I don't know, it was interesting. It was different though.
That's cool. I don't remember that, man. Like I don't know, like there were so many Tony Hawk games that I kind of just stopped playing them. It's kind of like what was it? Assassin's Creed. There's like a million Assassin's Creed games.
Oh yeah,
and like in the beginning it was cool, but yeah.
Honestly, I played Assassin's Creed all the way up until I think it was Origins, where you go to Egypt, and then after that I stopped playing. So I stopped playing pretty recently, but they did definitely like lose their edge from what they were, and that movie was so bad.
Oh wait, I don't know, man. Like I don't like the video game movies are always shit. You know, they're never good. You know, like I just never put anything into them. I never really put any effort into watching
Sonic the Hedgehog
movies. Sonic the Hedgehog? I didn't see it. No.
I had to but I keep hearing really good things.
I just watched it the other day. It was pretty good.
Most game movies.
Yeah, it wasn't like the best movie, but it was way better than you would expect it to be.
I mean, like
a comedian.
Video game movies are always trash.
Yeah.
So,
you know. Yeah. No, usually they are. Like, I mean, maybe Sonic the Hedgehog is a break from the norm a little bit. You know, I heard it was better. Plus, it has Jim Carrey in it, and he's like, honestly, he's good at almost everything. He's so funny. So he's great.
He even was shooting for like a sequel. Like, they really want to do another one. So I'm like, wow.
They're gonna do it for sure. I heard.
Oh yeah, you got enough in box office.
Yeah, I read somewhere or something that they're for sure gonna make another one.
That's pretty cool.
There's a guy from Parks and Rec that does the voice of Sonic, and I forgot his name. He's like Aziz Ansari's like best friend in Parks and Rec. You know what I'm talking about?
I never saw that show.
I've never seen it as
well.
You
never saw that show? Okay.
It's one of those things. I tried
to watch it one time. I tried to get into it because I was like, I'm watching The Office too much. I need to watch something else, but with the same beat. So I tried watching Parks and Rec, and I didn't like it at all. At all.
That's interesting, man. I don't know. I thought it just seemed like a similar vibe.
Yeah, but maybe I was just like, why am I watching this when I just want to watch The Office?
Well, you could be watching The Office.
Yeah, exactly. That was like, they're so similar that I don't need to watch both of them.
I think maybe unconsciously that's why I never really watched the entire series for Parks and Rec. I think maybe that's the reason. Because it just felt a lot like something I already saw, you know?
Yeah, and also it was probably going to disappoint you like The Office one did.
Yeah.
Because of that season trash.
Why do you got to bring that up, dog? It's so painful.
What?
I said, why do you got to bring it up? It's so painful.
Middle seasons for...
No, it's just... You must not forget the past. those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it.
I mean, for sure.
We need to tell everyone.
They're doing an Office remake, so yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, they already have like a script and stuff, and they already have like several of the cast members like saying yes to it. I don't know now, like with everything that's going on, if they're still going through with it, but I know.
You know it's gonna suck though, right?
Yeah, and like they didn't even ask fucking what's his name? The dude that played Jim. I don't know why I can't remember his name right now, but they didn't even ask him.
John Krasinski?
Yeah, they didn't ask him. They didn't ask Pam. They didn't ask a lot of people because they wanted to be like they wanted to be like its own thing, but it's still The Office.
Oh, it's gonna suck, man.
Yeah,
people
probably.
Still love that show so much that
mean, honestly, they rarely make like good last seasons. They fuck up a lot of like on Dexter, the last season for that.
Oh my god, that's like the top of like things that have bad last seasons. That whole thing was fucking awful. Like when Deb starts falling in love with Dexter, like what the fuck, dude? That shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was insane.
I don't think I've ever seen a show all the way through like that.
Oh, like till the end? Well, you watched The Office all the way like that, no?
That's like probably the only one.
Oh, really? I like the fact that show Scrubs for me was like the best ending, but then to be fair, they also did like a season after that they weren't supposed to do. But if they would have stayed on the original ending, I think it was one of the best endings that like a show could ever have.
I don't remember, man. I saw some of that.
Scrubs was trash too.
You didn't like Scrubs. I thought it was good. I thought it was. It's still to me. I can watch episodes and then be really into it. Okay.
There are some good jokes in that show, but like as a whole, I never completely got into it. You know what had like a really good ending? Like one of the best final seasons I've ever seen. Breaking Bad. I think that had a really
I just started watching that.
So good. You just started watching it?
Yeah, I just started watching it.
Okay, well I know that's the perfect show.
I started watching The Office again, but
I'm binge right now.
But I did start watching it. I saw like 5 episodes and I really liked them, so I'm definitely gonna keep watching it.
It keeps getting better, man. Like the first season is the worst season in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like
really?
It's not even a bad season. It's a good season, you know, but it continues to ramp up.
Better than the last one too.
Yeah, I think the second one's better than the first. Third one's better than the second, and then the last season it's pretty insane. I dig it. They go to, and it doesn't even seem like they're gonna wrap it up because like what's crazy about that show is that like they didn't even know how it was gonna end. Like 4 seasons in, like because they had a whole arc. Like they knew from the beginning that it was gonna be 5 seasons, but they had no idea how they were gonna end it. So you don't like it doesn't even seem like it's ending. And then, like, they find a way to wrap it up. It's weird. I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. No, I think it's better than just have it, like, kind of, like, wither away and just be like, okay, like The Office, you know? That's what happened in that season.
For sure.
They were just, it seemed like they were just letting it die. And they were like, all right, well, this is the last one, because the show's gonna suck from now on.
I think, dude, I really think that I think coming into a show, you have to have some idea of when it's going to end, because if it just keeps going, it's gonna be shit at some point.
Yeah.
If it's like, you know what I mean? Like, usually shows that go on for 8 seasons are not that good. And it's like they should have ended at 5 seasons, you know? Like,
yeah, there's nothing wrong with having short ones. You know, that's what I really liked, and I didn't watch all of it. I'm gonna try to, but I saw the first 3 episodes of the Watchmen series in HBO.
Yeah,
it was great. And then I heard that it's just one. I thought they were gonna make more, but it's just one season.
Yeah, it's just one season. They didn't. Yeah, they weren't gonna make any more.
Yeah, it was
like a
one
miniseries.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think people knew when they first came out.
Not at all.
So the first one ended, and then like a month after that, they were like, "No, there's not gonna be any more."
Well, from my understanding, the ending is like it's very obvious that there's not gonna be another one.
Okay.
But I'm like, that's good. You're right. Like I think that's kind of cool. I've always liked like limited series like that are very like they're short to the point, and you got a good ending. That's how you know it's gonna be good all the way through.
Yeah, definitely.
How are you guys like? Are you guys like really like abiding to to quarantine rules, or like have you guys been like hanging out with people and stuff?
No, I'm doing really good.
I've had like.
You doing good on it?
Yeah, I literally just go to work and come home and that's it.
Okay. You can
you're
still
talking
go to work
an essential. Yeah, you're talking an essential right here.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah.
So know your place, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got
This fucking guy.
Yeah, I
Lucky
do
man.
security at a warehouse, so they still need the warehouse open.
That's awesome, dude. You still got
Yeah, I don't do
I got
anything.
laid off. It sucks.
Yeah, I know. This Frank did too.
Yeah, I had a
Frank
job.
did too?
I had a job and then I got laid off.
He was a manager too.
You said you took off?
No, I got laid off.
Oh, I thought you said you took off. All right.
Oh, you should have just said, yeah, Frank. That just sounds way more gangster.
Oh, yeah, I fuck that company. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he was like, you know what? I'm not gonna risk getting the Rona. I'm out, and he left.
Fuck that. I was getting paid to hang out and watch Netflix all day, not at my house. And then we were winning like these weird competitions that they had set up the month before. So I was getting like free lunch like every day. It was kind of cool.
That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do at work now.
Yeah.
Just get free lunch?
Don't do it. I don't do anything. I have so much downtime. I watch so much. That's how I started, because I hadn't seen The Office till like last year. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I finally I don't have anything else to do, so I just started watching shit. And I binged all 9 seasons in like a month.
Jesus Christ.
It was ridiculous. Yeah, it was ridiculous. I was like
nuts.
I swear, like I dropped like 4 IQ points from that.
You don't even know how to deal with reality anymore. You don't know how to talk to regular people.
I was staring at my phone or at a TV 24/7.
You're so engulfed in the reality of The Office that like you talk like, you know, when they interview people, like you talk to people like that.
I just look at the camera like Jim and do a Jim face.
Yeah.
Just do a Jim face, just like whenever I'm talking to my supervisor, I'm like, I turn and I look at the camera. Yeah. I actually do that sometimes.
There's no camera there. You're just looking into space. Like, what the fuck are you looking at? I'm over here, dude. Come on.
Just looking over your shoulder. Like, oh no. So have you been doing good though? Have you or have you been out and stuff?
Oh man, no. I honestly, like, I'm trying to stay in. I've got out a couple times, to be honest. I actually.
But was it to do something important or?
It was, well, I mean, one time it was like, I just visited a comedian friend. It's not like I'm in groups or anything, you know? Like, I'm not, going crazy or anything. And then another time I visited, like, there's this girl I was talking to, and I did that. So that was cool, I guess. I don't know.
That's so funny.
Well, us lonely people don't need to do that. So, joke's on you, buddy. Nobody tempted me into getting Rona and going out.
Yeah. I've been out a few times. I went out, but mostly like to go like to the supermarket. But other than that, nothing.
No. Yeah, I've needed to do that. That's the thing. Like you need to get groceries and stuff. You know?
Dude, I did see a lady out though that was out at the grocery market and didn't have a mask on, which I was kind of shocked that they were even let her into the store. I still see a lot
of people with no mask on.
Well, you're supposed to get like a ticket. Now, well, I know in LA you get fined the fuck up.
Tomorrow.
Oh, is it starting tomorrow?
It's starting tomorrow.
Because out here in Temecula, they're already like they have signs up like if you don't have a mask on, we won't let you in certain places. Like I went to AutoZone because my battery died today, and they wouldn't let me. I had a mask on, so they let me in, but they wouldn't let this lady in because she didn't have a mask on. But I was like, also like good because fuck that lady.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I hate her too.
Yeah, that lady sucks. Dude, Andrew knew exactly where I was about to say something like that, and I was like, damn. That lady. No, she's a big C word. Yeah.
What's the big C word?
You know what it is?
You know what is it? I really don't. I need you to say it out loud. I need you to
cock,
say it really
right?
loud. Cock. It's cock? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know. I'm glad that you said
I was totally wrong.
Giant dick.
Huh?
What did you guys think the C word was?
I thought it was cunt.
You thought it was cunt? Yeah. See, I thought it was too, and I'm glad that you said it because that's one of my favorite words. No, it's not. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna go into a whole bit and you were gonna say it like a bunch of times.
Me?
I was trying to think of other C words, to be honest. For some reason, the first word that I thought of was cacophony, and I don't know why that's the first word that I came up with.
Cacophony because do you like Sean Patton?
Do I like Sean? Did you say Sean Penn, the actor?
Sean Patton.
Sean Patton. He's all right. I don't know.
Who the fuck is Sean Patton?
I like Patton Oswalt. I think Patton Oswalt.
No, Sean Patton is no, Frank. I showed you his joke. He has the joke about being in the strip club.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Well, one of the names of one of the strippers in that joke, which is my favorite joke of the album, his new album. One of the strippers is named Cacophony.
That's
so
hilarious.
I thought maybe that's why you were saying that. No, it's not that funny, but you know,
no, but it's not.
I thought you were saying that.
That's a stripper. Like as a stripper name, that's funny. You know, like it's just it's super complicated.
And that's not even the point of the joke.
I know, but it's
a fucking amazing joke. Yeah.
Maybe I'll listen to it. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I'll listen to comedians occasionally, and I'll try to like read them for a vibe, and I'll be like, you know, if I'm not like feeling the vibe, then I don't really look into them as much. But then the more that I listen to them, you know, it'll grow on me. So maybe he's one of those.
No, yeah, I feel you. Nah, listen to that album, or like he has a couple of stories on This Is Not Happening.
Oh, dude, This Is Not Happening's fun. I like that show.
Yeah, so he's been in that show like 3 times, and all his stories are just amazing.
Sometimes they don't even have comedians on there. Sometimes they have like just celebrities telling stories.
More so now that the show's different.
Yeah,
like,
Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
That was fun. What was his story? It was something like, I mean, he's a pretty intense dude. I know, like he was like doing weird, like crazy act outs. I remember that shit.
Well, he talked a lot about when he first moved to LA to join Black Flag from I think Boston or something. He was in the East Coast, and when that scene started growing, the hardcore scene in the 80s, you know, these little bands were touring like that, and he met the guys in Black Flag, and they offered him to be in the band. Black Flag was already like a fucking dope ass band.
Yeah, they already had.
So they offered. They called them because they were gonna kick out what's his name, the guy from Circle Jerks.
Never mind. Sorry. I don't know.
Morris.
That's the first lead singer that came into my mind.
No,
but
they were talking about Kid Morris, and they offered him the job, and he was talking a lot about that. And yeah, I don't know what we're talking about, dude. Andrew, what do you think of Bigfoot?
Bigfoot.
You think he's real? You think he's not real?
I don't think he's real. I had him. Well, I mean, as a fictional guest, I had him on one of the episodes of my podcast.
What's Bigfoot like?
He's pretty chill. He's just like, he's honestly, he's just a big hippie. You know, like he let all of his hair grow out, and that's why he looks like a giant ape. And
does he have
that
dreads?
was the rationale that we came up with.
His whole hair's dreads now?
Yeah, man. He was talking about LSD. Like, we were just tripping in the woods and shit. You know, like, it's pretty much what it was. Like,
that's awesome.
No, it was funny. No, because my podcast, I don't know if you heard it, but it's like a narrative podcast.
I think I heard the first 2 episodes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so
I
the
like
second episode is that's what Bigfoot or Sasquatch and Frankie Muniz. Obviously, they're not really there, but yeah.
Oh, well, maybe then I just listened to that first one.
Oh, you
I don't remember the Bigfoot one.
Yeah. We had a couple comedians just playing those characters, and it was fun, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we I don't know if you know Raphael Decamargo from the OC scene. Do you know him?
No, I don't think so. Just sound familiar.
Okay, he
is Frank still with us? Frank, are you still doing this?
Yeah, I'm listening because you guys are saying a bunch of stuff.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
I'll stop talking soon. And then
no, it's fine. Andrew, you're our guest. You're our guest. You talk as much as you want.
Yeah, if I don't talk enough or I talk too little, Pablo just yells at me. So.
Even after it's over, I'm gonna keep talking. Even after the phone call is off.
We're just gonna hang up.
And I'm gonna record it and then I'm gonna send it to you guys.
That's funny.
You guys better put it in there.
It's just like a 5-hour file.
It's gonna be a bonus episode of just Andrew talking at his cat.
Talking to my cat.
Yeah,
and not
to your cat. Not to your cat. At your cat.
Talking at my cat. Like I'm chasing my cat. Talking at my cat, chasing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is different there. I think crazy people totally talk at things.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like most of the time I'm talking at my cat. I feel like most of the time my cat doesn't know what's happening. It's not even my cat. It's my
it's a cat. But it's a cat though. Exactly. I don't give a shit. He's not worried about coronavirus. He's just wondering. He's just wondering why you're in the house all the time. What?
That's true. No, they can't. It's true. I just read an article right now that said cats could be infected by coronavirus.
Oh shit! That's fucking crazy.
Well, did you guys heard a tiger or a lion that New York Zoo has coronavirus?
Yeah,
right?
I heard a tiger has coronavirus.
That's a big cat.
Yeah, so they tested the lion. I think it was a lion, and he tested positive. And they're saying like 6 other ones, tigers and shit, are showing symptoms, but I guess they haven't tested them.
Did you guys hear about President Trump being asked if he would pardon Joe Exotic from jail?
Joe Exotic?
Yeah.
That's, oh my god.
Yeah,
he didn't know who he was at all, though, so it wasn't that funny.
No, he did know, because they asked him, the question was, would you pardon the Tiger King? And he goes, oh, you mean Joe Exotic? That's Joe Exotic, right? And he goes, yeah. And he's like, I'm going to look into it. He said that on fucking TV, dog. He said that.
Like he wasn't even aware of it.
No, he was. Dude, you have to watch him say it. He was very much like, oh, yeah, I know. Joe? Okay, maybe, yeah. Like, he was playing into like, and my whole thing is, like, I think he's just doing it to, like, make him help himself, like, seem cooler.
You know what? The way everything is, I feel like the president shouldn't know who Joe Exotic is.
Oh, for sure. He should not. Not at all. Yeah. Like, if Obama was president, he was like, hey, would you let out the Tiger King? He's like, the what? Like, he wouldn't know. But fucking Trump, of course, would know.
I've never heard of this gentleman, but I'll have my people look into the matter.
Yeah? You feel good about that impression?
That was a really bad... I love my bad impressions. I love
fucking awful.
That was alright. It's fine. It was good.
Don't encourage that kind of behavior, Andrew. I don't want to have to be listening to these bullshit ass fucking impressions the rest of my life.
No, dude. Come on, you saw me do that joke with all the shitty impression to kill.
What were the impressions?
Jerry Seinfeld, Borat, and there was another one I don't remember. I think Bernie Sanders.
All in one joke.
Yeah, all in one joke.
Yeah. Yeah,
oh, interesting.
But it's just like I'm talking. The whole point of the joke is how shitty they are.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I can see how that would work better. I don't know. Sometimes I'll see comedians who will just they don't really have jokes. They just do impressions on stage. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen those people?
I've seen those.
It's so strange to me, man. It's like they're just leaning on nothing, basically. They didn't write. They're just
it's like write a joke. It's not gonna hurt shit. Write a fucking joke.
So, you know what's funny? I was watching Police Academy. Now they have all of them on Netflix right now, and it's funny because that used to be like a section of comedy was just doing impressions. You didn't necessarily have to do jokes with them either. You could just go up and do impressions. And I think that's probably what a remnants of some of that is, some of the stuff you see. I don't think it's as popular at all. I think you got to be a little more witty and definitely have an act.
We don't need anybody doing that anymore.
No.
Yeah. No, you're right. What was that guy? There was one dude, the one guy that did impressions on Police Academy, right?
Michael Winslow. I actually did a show with him.
Michael Winslow.
That guy is like...
He what?
I said I did a show with him once. That guy... that guy, like, when you see him do all that stuff live... It makes you feel so talentless as, like, a comic. Like, it is... What he does isn't just comedy. It's, like, a whole nother thing. Like, it's crazy. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, it was fucking weird. That guy, he's super nice. That guy, Michael Winslow, was, like, one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
He seems like a nice dude.
Yeah, no, he's chill.
Shit. What was I... Damn.
So, Andrew... Carol Baskins definitely killed her husband, right?
Oh, for sure. No, guaranteed. You know what, though? I don't know. I take a little bit of umbrage with the people who are, kind of Like, obviously, Carol Baskins is terrible. I know this, but the Tiger King is fucking awful too, man. Like, everyone.
Oh, yes,
everyone on that fucking in that documentary is just like the worst person in the world. But I think like I don't know, all of them are really bad. But sometimes I like Joe better.
They're all really shady people. They probably should all be in jail. Yeah. But Joe Exotic gets away with it because he's such a character.
Yeah, huh?
Oh yeah, no, totally. The thing about him, he doesn't hide anything. He does hide shit, but he doesn't hide the way he feels, and I think that's what's funny about it. Like it's just like, I'm gay, I smoke, I don't give a shit, and then he has like a gun in his hand and he fires it. He's fucking crazy. Like, it's so funny. Like.
Yeah, and that's what makes me mad about Carol. Carol is just like, I'm here to save the animals, but also it's $50 to get into my zoo. Like, she has so much funding from PETA and all these other companies that help her stay afloat. Like, I mean, they spent crazy amounts of money on that fucking lawsuit. That literally the only thing that brought Joe down is that he didn't have the same amount of income coming in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is that what's interesting about it is that even though he's doing some terrible shit, you see some humanity in him. You can empathize with this character because you understand that he's going through things personally that you can identify with as well. So I mean, that's why it's a good show, man. Like, the documentarians, the way that it unfolded, like, they did a good job.
Oh, for sure.
And the crazy part is they didn't even release like a lot of the stuff. There's still so much. Like, they David Spade just interviewed all the cast members. And there's so much stuff that didn't even come out yet. It's just crazy.
Do you guys think that? Do you guys remember when the girl lost her arm?
Yeah.
I was just gonna bring that up. That's so crazy.
So do you think like somebody told Joe, and then he ran to his closet to get his jacket with the cross?
Yeah,
so that's the first thing he did.
So David Spade brought that up in his interview with the girl with the one that lost her arm. He brings that up when he's interviewing her. He's like, "Isn't that so funny that he just there's no way he did that was like a coincidence, right? Like, he went out and grabbed his jacket, right?" And she was like, yeah. As you know, Joe is a showman. Like, it was like, that's crazy. Yeah. Like, that happened. He went and grabbed his paramedic jacket and came back.
It was almost like, I've been waiting for something like this to happen so I could break out this jacket.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
What if he set it up? What if he did it on purpose?
He fucking made... He fucking got it so her arm would get chopped off just so he could wear the jacket.
Yeah. He
was like, her off. They were like, okay, girl, dip your arm on sardine oil, and then just put it in the cage, and we'll pay you.
I like how you think cats eat sardines. Like, that's like the best thing that they could go for.
Isn't that what it was? That was the technique. That's what I thought I heard. Like, God, there was something in that documentary where, like, Joe Exotic was accusing somebody of, like, dipping his, like, cane in sardine oil or something, so the tigers would, like, attack him.
His shoes. Because
there you go, yeah.
that day that he got bit, like, you see him getting bit up by the tiger fucking with his shoes. He started saying that somebody put food or something on his shoe. But David Spade interviewed the TV producer he had on his show, and he said that same day the tigers came after him. Oh no, it was either him or his ex-husband. I forgot which one. But one of them also got attacked that same day that they didn't put in the documentary.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so sad. I don't know, if the listeners give a shit about spoilers. I'm sure they've all seen or heard the show.
Yeah, they've all seen it.
Or seen the show at this point.
Yeah.
But
and if they haven't, it's their own fault. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Like, the way that they had... Yeah, the way that they... because they concealed it for a while. Like, you didn't know that he killed himself until, like, the 5th episode,
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah.
And, like, the way that it unfolded, it's like they show the security camera footage, right?
Yeah.
Like, the way it happened on the security camera. Like, he's off screen, and you just see, like, one of, like, Joe's assistants or accountants
reacting, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's, like, reacting to,
his
like,
campaign manager.
Guy shooting himself in the head. Yeah, there you go. That's so crazy just to see it happen that way. Like, yeah, that was fucking bad.
Yeah, that was wild.
It's a testament to, like, the way that Joe was holding his husbands in captivity. You know what I mean? Like, he was...
Yeah.
He was, like... I think he was just, like... Because I think he would, like, supply them with drugs or something.
Yeah, he had them hooked on meth.
On him, you know?
Yeah,
exactly.
He was their meth hookup, so that way... And he would just buy them everything that they wanted. Like, that's the thing, too, is that it wasn't like they were just getting the drugs. They were also getting, like, fucking motorcycles and cars and, like, all the animals that they could, you know, they really wanted to connect with.
Oklahoma, right?
What?
Yeah. That's, like, Mets, like, dirt cheap over there.
Yeah, but also he's, like, making money.
It's super easy to get it over there.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not just the drugs. Like, it was the whole lifestyle. They really would capture the people.
You get to live with tigers, dude.
I know, right?
You know?
But that's the thing. They never got money. That would bother me.
If I was 19 and I didn't know what to do with my life, and Joe came up to me and I get to live with tigers, you know? Like, fuck it. Let's do this shit.
I guess. I don't know. But I mean, dude, Doc Antle was only paying those chicks $100 a fucking week. That's crazy.
Yeah. So was Joe. Joe was paying them like
no.
$180?
Joe is paying them $100 a month or something. Then Doc Antle was only paying $100 a week.
I think Joe was paying them a little bit more.
Oh, was he?
I think it was like $600 a month or something like that.
Oh, okay, that's not.
Yeah,
that's not a lot though.
It's still not a lot. Yeah.
It was like $180 a week.
Fuck.
Like that.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and that's why it was $180 a week, and all the spoiled meat that they could get from.
That's another thing that's kind of a trip, right?
That's wild. That was wild. Yeah.
Dude, the first time I saw an interview with Antle, I wanted to punch him in the face. Like, that guy's a piece of shit. Immediately, I knew that guy was a piece of shit. You know, like the way that he talks to people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
immediately, and then they start talking about how he's running a cult. Pretty much.
That was crazy
like,
too.
Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be?
That chick.
He literally thinks he's a god.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, one of like the titles, like Bhagavan, is like bringer of light or like godly or something. That's what it means.
Yeah.
You know. And it's like he has like such a superiority complex that it's, or a god complex or whatever, that it's, you know, like that guy's beyond.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so is Carol though. So is Carol too. She thinks she's Jesus. Yeah.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
It's like she's the one that, for sure, as soon as she started talking, and you see her with her stupid crown, you're like, you already know you're gonna hate her.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
It's just so.
You know
that's why. Go ahead.
The first thought that I had when I saw her husband was that this dude's a fucking cuck. Like, you know that guy.
For sure,
right?
Yeah,
for sure.
He gets cucked
for
out.
sure. And then you see the
time.
wedding pictures with the leash and shit. That's awesome. That was so funny. That was so funny. Every single episode of that show, I laughed out loud. I rolled my eyes, and I was shocked.
Yeah, it's bananas,
in every
man.
single
like,
episode.
It's like it's just like it still feels like the Wild West a little bit. Like anything goes in certain parts of the country, you know, like because we don't have laws to like really regulate some, you know, certain things.
Oh, for sure.
Like having exotic animals. Yeah.
Well, I know, like, in California, there's some people that do, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the area called Lake Matthews, but there was this dude that had a bunch of lions and tigers, and I remember, like, maybe, like, 10 years ago, I think they had, like, construction workers up there, like, doing some city work, and one of the dudes ended up getting fucked up by the tiger.
What?
Yeah, like they were doing work and he didn't know that there was like a fucking tiger farm up there, and then this dude gets like his like hand bitten off or some shit.
You guys, they're in fucking Oklahoma. Could you imagine being in Oklahoma, middle of bumfuck nowhere, and then seeing like an African wildcat, like huge thing coming at you?
Yeah.
That's the most bizarre image. Like,
I feel like Joe should have been making more money, you know? Because, like, what do they have over there?
No, that's the thing, though. His was, like, one of the most profitable because it was in the middle of nowhere. Like, you would see the fucking sign, and then people would just go. I definitely, if I was, like, traveling the country and I saw that, and I was like, holy shit, we gotta fucking go right now. Like, I'd be about it.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do in Oklahoma?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
Yeah, but they moved it. And they're, what is it, like close to Vegas, right?
No, it's close to Florida. Oh, shit. Hold on.
You know what?
Yeah, what?
Take it back.
We're recording.
Yeah, we'll take it back.
I'm not going to take it back. Fucking do that.
Take it back,
No.
Frank. Okay, well, just so you know what's going on right now, guys.
Yeah, I told Pablo I hope he gets the
professional.
Rona. That's what I said.
No. Frank's not. Well, I'm talking about the abrupt change in conversation that they're going to hear right now.
Okay.
We're recording a podcast. You know that, right?
No, I thought we were sitting here and having a great conversation.
You know what? I kind of forgot to it. But it's cool. It's because we're talking on the phone. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah. It was awesome. Andrew, thank you for being our guest.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew.
What's the name of your podcast again?
Oh, the podcast is called Please Send Help. You can find it on Spotify and Apple. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's you. And who else?
Me and Justin Marquez. It's a lot of fun. It's the basic idea of it is that it's just like if two guys were recording a podcast, but something's trying to kill them, like every episode. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
That sounds cool.
So it's like, yeah, we're almost dying every episode, and for different reasons.
Yeah,
like
I think on the first one, I was listening to the first one. So, like Justin got bit by a snake or something.
Yeah, the bear almost killed us.
Yeah, that's right. And, he took his legs, right? And you were carrying him or some shit like that?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
And thanks, dude. Like, the last episode we did, we were in hell. Like, literally in hell. So,
cool.
It can get pretty nuts. We meet Satan, and then Satan is giving us a tour. Because we're not dead, we just like found hell, like an entrance to hell, you know, in a volcano somewhere, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then he's just like, all right, we don't usually get visitors.
Is this all improvised, or?
It's not all improvised. This is a good question because a lot of people, it's weird because the questions I get from the podcast are like, are you guys like really out there doing stuff? Like we're not.
No,
like all, yeah.
Yeah, you can hear that right away though.
Yeah, not everybody knows. It's okay, so it's scripted, it's partially scripted. We have certain like things that we want to get to, but then it's like we improvise around that, you know. So it's like half.
Oh, okay. So you have like bullet points, right?
Exactly. Just like guidelines.
Just like we're hiking, he gets bit by a snake, then a bear comes, then this, and he has to do everything in between. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun. We got to get you on at some point.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Man.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome,
guys.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Frank.
Thank you. What?
Not Frank.
See, you know what? This is why I hope you get the coronavirus. You're such a piece of shit.
I don't want to, step over the line or whatever. I don't want to seem like I'm asking for things. But if we could be in different episodes, that would be awesome.
What the fuck? That would defeat the purpose of us, like...
That way, yeah.
Alright, whatever.
No, we should have done... I wish we could have done this in the studio.
Yeah, well, you know what? I wish that we would have different episodes of podcasts where I don't gotta do a podcast with you. How do you like that? See the things you make me say, Pablo? You see?
I've done it without you.
Yeah.
And it's been really fun every time.
Wow.
People give me compliments on those episodes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of love here. I'm digging it.
Wow.
You know what,
this
Frank?
is the end of a friendship or something.
But you know what, Frank?
What?
Frank, but you know what, though?
What?
When you're in it, it's even better. So
exactly.
I'm just saying that the other ones were good.
All right, that's fair.
Sweet.
You see how he sets me up? You see how he does that shit on purpose? Like I'm gonna fucking make me look like an asshole.
You know I appreciate you, motherfucker.
Alright, fine.
Stop being. I'll take it back. Take the corona word.
Alright, fine.
I can't play with you.
I hope you don't get coronavirus. Alright.
Okay, thank you. Good. Andrew, what's your Instagram?
Instagram is it's Andrew then numbers. That's what it is. It's the whole thing. You just type it out. Yeah.
That's funny.
Andrew then numbers.
Yeah, I guess the reason.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like some people are confused when I tell them, but it's not like numbers. It's like literally type out then numbers. You know the whole thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel you. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for being a guest.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
We'll get you in the studio one day. Yeah. We'll get you in the studio one day when things hopefully get better soon, and we'll do this shit again, dog.
Oh yeah, dude. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah. Talk to you guys soon.
All right.
Later, man.
Take it easy.
Later, man. Blake.
Are you there, Frank?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. Play the music.
All right, we're gonna thank you guys for listening. I know things got kind of confusing. It's still a lot of technical work on our side when we're recording this way, so there might be little hiccups every now and then. But thank you guys for still listening. We really appreciate that. Please go check out.
We hope you're doing well with this quarantine and this coronavirus. Everyone's going through a tough time, so let's just try to do the best we can with it.
Yeah, and if you see one of us in the streets, don't come and say hi. but
I'm not in the streets.
All right. Well, sometime I'm in the streets, and if you see me, just wave at me and then flip me off, and I'll know.
Just show him your butt.
That's disgusting.
Show him your butt, and he'll know that it's because of the podcast.
That'd be really fucking funny. I'm at Stater Brothers, and someone's just pulling down their pants.
Yeah. Honestly, I will pay someone money to do that to you.
That'd be fucking great.
Right.
Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Completely Useless Podcast. Go check out our website where you can see a lot of videos and other stuff that we have going on. CompletelyUselessPodcast.com. We have Facebook. We have all kinds of stuff. We have other projects that we're working on together and independently. So make sure you go check all those out. Or just email us and say hi and let us know that you're a fan.
I'm not working on anything.
Okay.
I'm just, I just think the world's gonna end soon, so.
So, what's the point?
Yeah, I'm not working on anything. I have nothing to do, guys, so hit me up or whatever.
Yeah.
Play some Call of Duty online.
Yeah, you know what? Actually,
something.
That's another thing. If you guys like playing Call of Duty online, we do too. So hit us up. Maybe we'll play a game.
Yeah, we'll play the mobile one though.
Yeah, the mobile one.
People haven't hit me up because they think I'm playing on PS4. I'm like, no, I play the mobile one. Get the mobile one, and then you can play with me.
Yeah.
All right. Just play the music already. Why are we still talking?
I don't know.
This is it. Now, this is a regular conversation now.
All right. Later.
This is not part of the podcast. Are you hanging up already?
No.